Again, who shall be saved, all right, and separate from the Gentile nations. Who's that talking about? The 12 tribes, and particularly the elect of Israel, right? And I told you, right? I mentioned it already, right? He died for his people, right? Go to Matthew's, right? 121, right? He will save his people, not all 18 nations, because all 18 nations are not his people. You see what it says here in Matthew's 121? And she shall bring forth a son, talking about Mary, right? Her husband is Joseph, all right? And thou shalt call his name Yahweh, and he shall save his people from their sins. Okay? And she will have a son, and you are to name him Yahweh, for he will save his people from their sins. His people. Hebrews 7:14, right? For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, the head tribe of all 12 tribes. Yeah, and he's not an Edomite. He would be demonized as a black man or as a Negro in this society. Okay? In other words, Kadar, which means dark skin, or in the Spanish, moreno. Okay? Which again just means dark skin. It's not derogatory. Okay? At all. Right? As a matter of fact, in the Spanish language, is used as, sort of throwing flowers. Okay? All right? It's not used in any kind of derogatory way at all, and it doesn't represent that. All right, give me a minute. Hebrews 8 to 10. Let's see who the new covenant is with, right? Because everybody out there, the majority of these people that, their brains, their minds have been blunted, okay? Which means is that their vision is obscured, okay, that they're blinded, okay? They want to say that the Lord loves everybody and everybody's going to be saved. Well, let's see who's in the second covenant. For finding fault with them, say, he saith, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant, hello, with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. So here he's referencing both kingdoms, which are only going to be one kingdom when Yahushua returns. We're going to be going back to being the house of David. Okay? And just one kingdom. No more two kingdoms. No more southern kingdom and northern kingdom. All right? So, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, right? Which were what? All 12 tribes, right? Because they continue not in my covenant, right? The first covenant, you understand, right? That's what he's referencing to, right? Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord, right? And the Lord wound up killing what? Basically all of Israel after we came out of the Exodus in the wilderness in those 40 years. The only ones to come out of there were Joshua representing the northern kingdom and Caleb representing the southern kingdom. Hello, see? And the Lord proving the Lord always leaves a remnant. Let's continue. Verse 10. For this is the covenant, right? The new covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Now, he's not separating anymore. Now he's telling you, no more two kingdoms, as earlier the reference here in verse 8 was a covenant with the house of Israel, meaning the northern kingdom, and with the house of Judah, the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and Israel meaning, the 10 Indian tribes. Okay? So here he's telling you, for this is the covenant I will make with the house of Israel, all 12 tribes, in reference to, after those days, saith the Lord, and I will put my laws into their mind, right? And write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God part, and they shall be to me a people. We'll be right back with part 3 and 4. Shalom.